All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy March. Happy March 1st. It is the first day of a new month. It is the first day of a new week. I'm really excited to dive into our new book. We have been studying Napoleon Hill for the past Lord knows how long. It's been a few months, but we finished the 13 principles, and now is day one. We're diving into, as I mentioned, Neville Goddard. Not all of his, I don't know if all of his books are in here, but I decided to read from Your Faith is Your Fortune by Neville Goddard. I'm going to take a stab at it. It's pretty heavy stuff, but we can do it. He really just talks about consciousness and awareness in such a powerful way. And it's really dense. So even just a little paragraph can be very, a lot to chew on. So it doesn't take much. And in this book, there's like 27 little chapters. They're not long, but they're very rich. It's like a very rich meal. So let's dive in. And in reading this, you have to understand that Neville Goddard, in my understanding, I'm not an expert, but I believe that, he says it. When he uses the word God, he uses it as consciousness. So whatever belief you have, whatever that word means, suspend your belief while we're reading this together to think of God as your consciousness inside of you, existing in you. And he's very heavy on the biblical quotes. He took the Bible and he translated it into a metaphorical, metaphysical, symbolic way, which really is mind-blowing. It really is. So let's dive in. Neville Goddard, Your Faith is Your Fortune. The first chapter is called Before Abraham Was. Before Abraham Was. In the beginning was the unconditional awareness of being. Unconditional awareness of being. And the unconditioned awareness of being became conditioned by imagining itself to be something. And the unconditioned awareness of being became that which it had imagined itself to be. So did creation begin. That alone can be chewed up for a long time. In the beginning was the unconditioned awareness of being, just a pure state of being. And that unconditioned awareness of being became conditioned through imagining itself to be something else. By this law, first conceiving, then becoming conceived, all things evolve out of no thing. And without this sequence, there is not anything made that is made. In the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu talks about this too. Once we name it, so it is. A lot of the religious teachings or just mystical teachings, even philosophical, theological. It's like that weird concept of if you've ever meditated, Joe Dispenza does this a lot. Just be aware that you're aware. Become aware that you're aware. And be the observer. That's where it all starts. So we first conceive an idea. We've talked about it before. The iPhone. This was first an idea conceived. Then it was conceived. It existed here first, and then it came into form. Before the world was, I am. The big caps, I am. When all of time shall cease to be, I am. I am the formless awareness of being, conceiving myself to be man. or woman. By my everlasting law of being, I am compelled to be and to express all that I believe myself to be. This is some heavy stuff. Basically, so I am the internal nothingness contained within my formless self and the capacity to be all things. I am that which all my conceptions of myself live and move and have their being, and apart from that which they are. Basically, he's saying that I am, the power of the I am, whatever comes after that is what you are. I am smart. I am funny. I am stupid. I am lonely. I dwell within every conception of myself from this withinness. I never seek to transcend all conceptions of myself. Oh, I ever seek. That's a big difference. I always seek to transcend all conceptions of myself, always birthing a new version of ourselves. By the very law of my being, I transcend my conceptions of myself only as I believe myself to be that which does transcend. I transcend my concepts of myself only as I believe myself to be that which does transcend. I am the law of being, and beside me there is no law. I am that I am. Oh Lord, this is gonna be fun, people. He's just introducing the whole term of I am, the power of those words, I am. That is our conscious awareness of just simply being. And it's a muscle that we have to learn and practice. When they say, just sit there and become aware. Aware that you are aware. You are the witness. You are the observer of this being. And we just are. Once, and then from that beingness is created everything. I create my life, my experience, what I want. I create my responses to things. I create content. I create friendships. It's really deep into the concept is we create our own lives. We create out of our beingness. That's where it starts. You know, it's just like the Big Bang. You think about, where did creation all start? It had to have started somewhere. This is some heavy stuff. Yeah, so before the world was, I am. And when all time ceases, I am. When we die, we just turn into beingness. That energy never dies. So wherever my energy goes, who knows? But it can't be destroyed. This is some heavy stuff. So this is the introduction to Neville Goddard's Your Faith is Your Fortune. I can read a little bit more. So this is the second little part. Thou shalt also decree a thing. This is called You Shall Decree. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall... Okay, this is no. Neville Goddard is kind of interpreting a Bible verse. He says, man can decree a thing, and it will come to pass. Pretty much you speak your experience into existence. Man has always decreed that which has appeared in the world, in his world. He is today decreeing that which is appearing in his world, and he shall continue to do so as long as man is conscious of being man. Nothing has ever appeared in man's world but what man decreed that it should be. This you may deny. You may deny that the things in your world right now are not the things that you decreed in your head. But if you did not decree them, you would not see them. Nothing has ever appeared in a man's world but that what man decreed. This you may deny, but try as you will, you cannot disprove it, for this decreeing is based upon a changeless principle. Man does not command things to appear by his words, which are more often than not a confession of his doubts and fears. Decreeing is ever done in consciousness. So continuously talking, saying, stating things. So it's saying nothing has ever appeared in our lives that we have not stated or believed to be true. We may deny it, but we can try all we want. But it's a changeless principle. Yeah, this is going to be fun, guys. Or not. It gets better. There's a couple, I was reading just the 5th and the 6th chapter in this. So I encourage you all, if any of that made sense, to remember that we are the observer of our experience, of our thoughts. We are in control of what we state, what we decree, what we believe, and then that's how we create from our beingness. I'm interested to see how this unfolds. So, well, thank you guys. That was really heavy. And you know what? I just might pick and choose from this entire book. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think. But as always, I appreciate all of your support. Neville Goddard is one of my favorite authors. And Bob Proctor, my mentor, he takes one of these little paragraphs and he studies it for like months at a time. I think I've shared one of them, The Effortless Way. It was really interesting. But how about we have it be a Neville month? We'll just pick and choose different lessons, because he pretty much just drives home that our consciousness and our awareness is the God within us, that it's not something outside of us. It's not a person. It's an energy. It's a force, omnipresent, that can't be contained, and that whatever follows I am is what you will be, what you decree to be. So pay attention to your I ams and your self-talk today. All right. I look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow for day 2.